Hi there. We're from the neighborhood flame, and well, we've had enough of playing games. It's time to basically get real here. And today, for episode number one, probably not going to last all that long. It's certainly unscripted, but hey, what the hell? This is Flame On, Mark Carnage. What the fuck is that little fucking buffoon doing? $2.5 billion worth of Canadian taxpayer money being sent to the most successful money laundering operation that's not been run by Somalis. You know, the money's not going to go to the Ukraine. The money's probably not even going to leave Canada. It'll be filtered back into, well, more than likely, one of his bank accounts in the Caymans through Brookfield. It's not going to do any good other than make him richer. It's going to make Canada and Canadians poorer. And it should not be permitted. It should not be allowed. Mark, dude, what the hell are you thinking of other than cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching? And every one of you elbows up, morons. What the? What's going through your head? What we know what was going through your head back in the day when you voted. Eeny, meeny, chili beanies. The spirits are about to speak. Because you obviously haven't got a single brain cell amongst you. You elected him to be the great negotiator, the great deal maker, who knew how to deal with Trump. The only thing that he's getting from Trump is a massive bumming. He's worthless. He's useless to anyone and everyone other than Brookfield, Brookfield shareholders, the pro-Palestinian mob, the Khalistanis, the Islamists. He's no damn good to the regular pure land Canadians. He's not. He doesn't like Quebec, mind you. Being a Western Canadian, I sort of understand that sentiment. I mean, what did they get last year? $14 billion in transfer payments, primarily coming from the West, a lot of it coming from Alberta. And Carnage seems to want to destroy the oil industry. Uh, that's like saying you want to keep on eating cheese, but you're going to kill the cow. Good Lord. It's time, people, for Western Canada to cock a snook at the Toronto City Conurbation. For too long, that small bit of Canada has been the tail wagging the dog. Westminster parliamentary system does not work in a country as wide or as large as Canada is, with the population as uh, imbalanced as it is. It doesn't work. In the Senate, what the the Senate retirement home for old party hacks. It's not fit for purpose and should be pruned root, trunk, and branch. It needs to be replaced with a body that is elected and that is answerable to the people. Well, Parliament needs to be answerable to the people. We need right of recall. We need to be able to throw politicians out who have decided that as soon as they get into power, they don't need to listen to the people who got them there. Hell, if we had something like that, we would have been able to get rid of PJ. Oh, look at me. I'm all in black. Trudeau, the admitted pedophile. If you don't think so, look up the fact that he paid an underage girl $2.4 million to shut up and go away. Why? Because he was molesting her. Suspect D02 admitted to the now defunct, was it BC Teachers Federation? I think was the name of the body. I may have that wrong. I haven't done the research for that in a bit. He admitted to the crime of inviting a minor for sexual touching. I do believe suspect D01 was his roommate at West Point Grey Academy. The roommate who is still in jail for running a global pedophile ring. And you can't tell me that PJ wasn't involved. We know what he's like. We've seen the photos. And oh, by the way, PJ, you and Katy Perry make a lovely lesbian couple. You really do. And we always knew that you were a whoopsie who liked to catch. I'll bet you call her Peggy in the quiet moments, don't you? Yeah, we know. Anyhow, getting back to Carnage, $2.5 billion in Canadian taxpayer money being sent overseas so it can be laundered and put back into his pocket. I mean, how how much has he raised the deficit? I think like double what Trudeau was going to do. You elbows up crowd, didn't you? You thought that you were going to get an economist who knew how to run a country. Oh, he knows how to run a country, all right, into the ground. And that needs to stop. It needs to change. I mean, I have my issues with Polyev. I really do. He's a career politician, and he's sucked up to some of the most egregious ethnic blocs over the years to curry favor and try to get their vote. Unfortunately for him, he's up against the fact that the liberals have been buying those votes with welfare money, social support, government programs for a long time. In fact, it's been that way since Pierre Elliott opened the country up to the massive cultural experiment that has failed. Don't let people tell you diversity is our strength. No, it isn't. It really isn't. Diversity is killing the country. We are allowing foreign agents and foreign actors in whose sole purpose is to destroy Western culture, Western society, and the Western way of life. If a certain strident demographic takes over, like it's looking like it's going to happen in the UK, Canada is basically stuffed. It's done. You can stick a fork in it and pull it out of the oven and start carving. Because if they gain control, art is gone, music is gone, culture is gone, education is gone, especially education for girls and women. Women's rights, they don't have any. To the lavender people out there, do you really think that they're going to allow you to continue? I mean, to a certain extent, yeah, because well, homosexuality and pedophilia is rampant through that culture. So is incest and inbreeding. The amount of those people who, well, they marry their cousins. The gene pool is pretty shallow in a large swath of the planet, and it's not getting any deeper there anytime soon. And to the trans community, well, first off, seek some help. Now, it, what you're some of what you're after, the gender affirming care. No, it's gender denying. And don't ask me to call you by your preferred pronouns. If you're a dude and you want to be called Loretta, fine, whatever. Don't ask me to indulge your insanity. And that is exactly what it is. You want me to accept you for who you are when you can't accept what you are? Go away. I mean, if you want to live your life like that, fine, whatever. I don't care. Not my problem, not my concern until you start getting on the 6 o'clock news, getting out at the middle of the roads and trying to force people to kowtow to your delusions. Please don't. And stay away from kids. Drag queen story time for children. Yeah, groomer. If you want to do something like that, go to the old folks' home. I mean, the old folks would love the diversion. They'd love the entertainment. And hell, some of the old boys would probably join in. Wow. But give your heads a shake. And the people who are out punting for Palestine, Palestine doesn't actually exist. It's not a country. It's not even a people. And you need to ask yourself, if their cause was so just, why do no Muslim countries want them? They will not take them. They will not accept them in. They've seen what happened with Lebanon. They've seen what happened with Syria. They've seen peaceful countries being destroyed by internal conflict. Because after all, guys, these people don't even get along with themselves. The Shia hate the Sunni hate the Shia, they all hate the Sufi, the Rohingya, and all the rest of the smaller sects. And in a way, that's kind of bad. I mean, Sufis are cool. So some brilliant Sufi philosophers who would not be able to see the light of day these days because they'd be considered haram. I just it boils. It really what's being done to the West. I believe it's a concerted effort from the Western Economic Forum and hell, George Soros's Open Countries Foundation, or Open whatever the hell it is. Again, can't remember off the top of my head. Whatever, look it up. They're acting to actively destroy Western civilization. And if it continues, the only country left on the face of the planet in 10 years that is Western will be the United States. Why? Because Donald Trump got in and said, we've had enough. DEI is dead. There are two sexes, two genders. Boys cannot compete against girls just because they say, "Oh, I'm a lady now." He's closed the borders. He's stopping immigration from, as he has described them, a lot of shitholes. And these people are shitholes. Or they're not the people. The countries are shitholes. Why are the countries shitholes? Because the people make them shitholes. You get a large majority of people from some of these third world countries coming in, and they will turn a decent, progressive country into a, a reflection of the third world country they left. Take a look at what's happened with Afghanistan. Back in the 60s and early 70s, it was a very progressive country. Now, it's primitive as it's gone back to the 14th century. Take a look at Iran. Iran was very progressive. Not anymore. The Ayatollahs got in and they got rid of everyone who was dissenting. I mean, women will get uh, ended, simply because they do not have a headscarf on. Is that the kind of country you want for your kids and your grandkids? Not me. I want my grandkids, not that I've got any yet. But I want my grandkids to grow up in a country like the country I grew up in, the country I remember, the country I love. But unless something happens, it's all going to be over. It's all going to be done with. And yet getting back to Carnage. Oh, good Lord. Buyer's remorse yet, people? I hope so. I really hope so. The only problem is he's probably going to be able to buy one of the Chinese uh, plants who got elected into the Conservative Party, like what's his name, Ma, to cross the floor and join the Liberal Party. And Ma is a wonderful example of why we need the right to recall. In fact, as soon as someone crosses the floor, it should immediately initiate a by-election so that the people in that constituency can go, yeah, sorry, we didn't vote for this. Canada, the Canadian federal system, and Ottawa needs an enema. It really does. Wexit, the separation of Western Canada from Eastern Canada, Higher Canada from Upper and Lower Canada, needs to be a thing. We can't keep on keeping on sending so much money back east and seeing nothing for it. And I mean nothing for it. The amount of money that gets poured into Ontario, Quebec, what are we getting? We're not getting any value. It needs to end. It really does. And it's really too bad that useless, worthless, walking tampon of a man, Jagmeet Singh, was only in it for the pension. I knew that as soon as he got his pension vested, that was it. He was gone. Why else did he have his nose stuck so far up Trudeau's ass for so long? The only thing he was in it for was the payday. And he's managed to completely destroy the federal NDP party. I'm surprised they got any seats at all in the last election. I'll be surprised if they get any seats going forward. Oh, Lord. It really gets to me. It really does. Anyhow, this is a flame on a long, a fairly good ramble about Canadian politics. Now, if you see this, you like it, you find some value in it, please give it a like, please subscribe. It's going to help push this up because, hey, right now, this is episode 1 of me just speaking my mind about things that are important and things that should be spoken about. Yeah, take it easy, guys. See you in the next one.